if I die here, I die. After my first loss, I remember like yesterday, man. After my first loss, I probably cried for like 2 months.
Man, y'all don't want to miss this one. Adrien Broner details what went on in the Marcos Maidana fight, thinking he may die in the ring and being ready to die, and also some of the personal things that he had to deal with after the fight. Y'all don't want to miss this one. But before we get into this next video, make sure that you hit my like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subbed to the channel. Y'all already know I'm back with another one. Now, we know boxing can be one of the most grueling and one of the most loneliest sports at times. You can't play boxing. I always say this. And you know, Adrien Broner was in one of the most exciting but one of the most grueling fights to be in and for the fans to watch back when he fought Marcos Maidana. If you watch boxing and you've been watching boxing, everybody has seen Adrien Broner versus Marcos Maidana. And if you haven't seen that fight, I suggest you pull it up on YouTube and go watch Adrien Broner versus Marcos Maidana. At the time, Adrien Broner was that dude in boxing. You know what I'm saying? He was looked at to be the next Floyd Mayweather. He was doing all of the things in boxing that we never had seen before. You know, his press conferences was live. His catchphrases was live. You know, brushing his hair, doing fake marriage proposals. Man, Adrien Broner was that dude. You know what I'm talking about? He was something even better than Floyd Mayweather because he was from the streets, but he was authentic with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just did it with no effort. He did it with no effort. Plus, he was getting knockouts in the ring. He was running through opponents, and he was giving you exciting fights. Now, at this point in time, Adrien Broner was on top of the world in boxing, and he decided to move up 2 weight classes and face the also dangerous Marcos Maidana. Marcos Maidana was dangerous. He was pretty much knocking out everybody that he got in the ring with. But this fight was supposed to be Adrien the Problem Broner's boost to the next level. At that point in time, everybody was looking for the next fighter that was going to take over boxing because Floyd Mayweather was coming to the end of his career. You know, he was nearing the end of his career, so people was looking for that next big fighter, and Adrien Broner was the fighter that they anointed to do it. Now, this fight took place in December of 2013. And Marcos Maidana, like I said, he was dangerous, but Adrien Broner, man, he jumped up 2 weight classes, and I really thought that Adrien Broner was gonna go in and put in work on Marcos Maidana. And Adrien Broner, man, he had a mouthpiece on him that'll make you believe, plus he was exciting in the ring. Now, we saw Adrien Broner, you know what I'm saying, the fight before this Marcos Maidana fight, we saw him move up in weight, and we saw him fight Paulie Malignaggi. And he kind of struggled in the Paulie Malignaggi fight, but, you know, man, we just thought that it was AB, you know, taking Paulie lightly. So we had no idea what was going to happen when Adrien Broner got in the ring with Marcos Maidana. And I remember when Adrien Broner, man, I think it was the first round, Marcos Maidana hit him with that overhand and knocked Adrien Broner almost through the ropes. I remember my heart almost dropped down to my nuts. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how big of an Adrien Broner fan I was. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And like I said, this fight went on to be one of the most exciting fights. But for me at the time, it was one of the most difficult fights to watch. Me being a huge Adrien Broner fan at the time, it looked like Adrien Broner was gonna die in the ring at several points in that fight. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play y'all the audio of Adrien Broner talking about the near-death experience that he experienced in that Marcos Maidana fight and the things that he had to deal with after the fight.
After my first loss, I remember like yesterday, man. After my first loss, I probably cried for like 2 months. Nobody seen it though. I only cry in the shower. But I was just down. I was down. I was still living, but I was down. And it was just every day it's me, my right hand man G, and like damn, I stopped getting calls. Stop calling.
Damn. Friends?
Man.
Family?
They wasn't calling. Damn. It's really just me and G's. Me, G. I never watched film.
You never watched film?
No.
No? What?
And I tell people all the time. I tell people this all the time. I was young, and I fought with my heart instead of my
your brain.
My head, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what happened in that fight. I could have made it I wouldn't say born, because Maidana's style, I was gonna have to fight, but it wasn't gonna be as exciting as it was because I went straight to him. So you know what I mean. So I really fought with my heart that night.
Yeah.
And I didn't use my head where I could have really just outboxed him and beat him and get.
Do you think arrogance played into it a little bit because you had been like nobody could really touch you?
Nah, it was me. It was like that was just me. I was young, and it was just like I told him. I know he couldn't understand me, but I told him. I said, "You're gonna have to kill me tonight." I literally said that. I said, I'm willing to die in here tonight. And like, I know a lot of people probably looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, I literally said that. I'm like, shit, if I die in here, I die. Let's go.
Damn.
It got to a point in the fight when my body went numb. I don't remember from the second round to the 7th round. Then I remember the 9th round, and I don't remember nothing else.
Damn. Yeah.
Like AB say, boxing is a lonely sport. Y'all heard what he said, man. And I got to take my hat off to AB because to this day, that was the most exciting fight that Adrien Broner was in. He showed the most heart in that fight. And, you know, he fought his ass off. He did everything he could in that fight to win, not just survive. But, you know, Marcos Maidana was just a better man. He was better, he was bigger, he was too strong for Adrien Broner. Now, one mistake that Adrien Broner did in his career, he tried to be too much like Floyd Mayweather. You heard Adrien Broner say that he didn't never watch no film. He didn't never watch no tape on none of the fighters that he got in the ring with. And he got that from Floyd Mayweather. Everybody is not Floyd Mayweather. I don't know if Floyd actually even did that. Like, we don't know if Floyd really didn't watch no film, but Floyd had the skill set to be able to make the adjustments. Adrien Broner wasn't that fighter. He didn't have the skill set that Floyd Mayweather did. In thinking that he was Floyd and thinking that he can go in the ring and do the same thing that Floyd did, man, that was a big mistake that he made throughout his career. Also, you heard Adrien Broner say that he would have been able to outbox Marcos Maidana if he had just stayed smart and used his boxing skills. I don't think so. That wasn't going to happen against Marcos Maidana. Marcos Maidana, he was too aggressive, and his style was just the worst style for Adrien Broner. You know, his style was tailor-made for Adrien Broner's style. Adrien Broner, he couldn't really box like that. You know, he had boxing skills, but he wasn't on no Floyd Mayweather level. And you saw what Marcos Maidana was able to do to Floyd Mayweather. You know, he gave Floyd Mayweather hell in the first fight. And then the second fight, Floyd Mayweather outboxed him, you know, a lot easier than he did in the first fight. But nah, I don't think that Adrien Broner would have ever been able to outbox Marcos Maidana like that at that point in time. You know, Marcos Maidana was in the prime of his career. He was getting trained by Robert Garcia, and Robert Garcia was a hell of a trainer, and he knew exactly what to do against an Adrien Broner type style fighter. You know, let's talk about Adrien Broner and what he went through in that fight. That man said his body went numb. And he said he don't remember nothing from the second round. And I believe it was either the first or the second round where he suffered his first knockdown. From the second round all the way into the 7th. And then he don't remember nothing after the 9th. That means that he was concussed for pretty much the whole fight and he don't remember anything. We saw Adrien Broner need help getting back to the locker room, man. And like I said, when I saw that fight, man, it hurt me to watch that fight because I was a huge Adrien Broner fan. And if y'all remember, a lot of people think and feel that Marcos Maidana, right, didn't have no padding in his gloves in that Adrien Broner fight because his very next fight against Floyd Mayweather, when they was checking the gloves, they picked up Marcos Maidana gloves and they said, look, man, Ain't no way he getting in the ring with Floyd Mayweather with these gloves. It ain't no padding in the gloves. Look at these gloves. And the gloves didn't have no padding in them. So they made Marcos Maidana change his gloves. And a lot of people feel that that's why he was able to do what he did to Adrien Broner. He ain't had no padding in his gloves. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It could have been. But a lot of people also feel that that fight right there changed Adrien Broner forever. After that, Adrien Broner was afraid to throw punches. He was afraid to let his hands go. And that could be somewhat true because Adrien Broner, he kind of said it himself in another interview in the past. You know, he said, man, that kind of changed me. That changed the way I thought. And, you know, being in a fight like that, it can mess you up forever. Man, I can't name how many fighters I've seen be in a punishing fight like that, and they just never the same again, you know? They never the same. And Adrien Broner, you know, he was a fighter to where his offense was his defense. Yeah, he had the shoulder roll and all that, but he couldn't utilize it like Floyd. He thought he could, but he couldn't. You know, and his offense was his defense. You know, and after that, he just was afraid to let his hands go. This is the first time I heard some of this. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this. You know, subscribe to the channel if you're not already a sub to the channel, because you're missing out if you're not. And hit my like button because the like button is free. Drop a comment in the comment section and let me know what y'all think. There you go, talking that boxing again, and I'm gone.